What's up, guys? It's the A&M Podcast.
It is a beautiful Wednesday.
It is.
Time for episode 8.
It's Thursday.
We're talking baseball. It's Thursday, not Wednesday. It's time to talk about some baseball and some basketball with a special guest coming in later. But for right now, we got some baseball talk.
I am so sorry for the hiatus, guys. We wanted to go on spring break.
Have a little time off. Took a couple weeks off, but we're back. We're back with these episodes. We had a couple in the bank, but we're back.
We're back. We're ready. All right, so baseball. Andrew, you are a huge Sox fan. How do you feel about the whole Rendon no-hitter? Should have been perfect game.
Easily the greatest baseball game I have ever been to in my life. Rondon did not have a great first outing, so I did not really know what to expect going into today.
Not bad.
He starts just getting Ks forwards and backwards, and he had almost a perfect game.
Should have been a perfect game, but he
should have moved it. Literally, he was trying to throw a backdoor slider, like a back foot slider, and Perez just didn't move his foot because he's a bad. Did you see that one guy that had the audacity to slide head first into first base?
Yeah, I saw
What
that.
are you doing
there?
And he could have Abreu could have hurt himself there.
Yeah,
when he was reaching, he could have done something
didn't.
too. Yeah, and then he was getting all mad. I mean, rivalry. They did not want to get perfect gamed on, but still. Like, come on! If that was any other team that wasn't in the AL Central, if it was the Toronto Blue Jays, they probably would have just stood there and watched 3 strikes go by.
If it was the Tigers, it probably would have been like, we're just used to this at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
But that would have been the first perfect game since 2014 when there was 3.
I believe it was 2012. Wait, last Sox perfect game?
No, the last perfect game in the MLB.
Oh,
it's been a while. There was 3 in 2014, and then since then none.
I know the last Sox was.
Wasn't it early?
It was the last Sox perfect game was in 2012 against the Mariners, and I know this because I looked it up on the way home. And the last no hitter was just last year with Giolito, so it's not like the no hitter was that crazy.
The Sox are in a good spot.
This is the first game that they got the bats going.
Yeah,
the bats and the defense all around terrible. They're 6-6. They get the bats going. Yerman Mercedes, Rookie of the Year.
Yerm the Germ, baby.
The Yerminator, bro. That dude kept screaming that in my ear whenever he came up to bat. I'm sorry.
But the problem
Yerminator!
If you think about it, the Sox and the Cubs are like polar opposites.
That could
right
be
now.
a good. What do you mean by that?
I mean, the Cubs could not hit a flying beach ball with the Titanic at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, you got David Bodie last time I checked, who was a solid role player last year, batting 62.
Right.
Chris Bryant's the leading batter at 270. What do you expect? What do you expect from the Cubs?
Should be a good crosstown. I mean, what's the Cubs' record right now? I know the Sox are
not
6-6.
Not good. They're not good. The Cardinals are obviously better. No, Jock Peterson was a terrible pickup. He was.
How is he playing so
Jock
far?
Peterson was insane. He led every major statistical category in spring training.
Yeah.
And I think he's 1 for 14 on the year.
Did the Dodgers get rid of him just to get some money?
So they could sign Mookie to that monster extension.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Which is well worth it, even though he's hurt right now.
Well, for all my Beat the Streak fans out there, who got a hit for me last night? Let me look it up. I need to think who got a hit for me last night. But I think it was either Javi Baez or someone got a hit for me last night.
Usually
Justin Turner. He got a hit for me last night.
Yeah, he's not good.
But,
Justin Turner, I love that man's beard.
Yeah, dude, I got a 7 streak going, man. I'm feeling good about his 2 for 4 night right there.
No, not much news in NFL as of recent.
Not much, just besides
Jadeveon Clowney.
Jadeveon Clowney to the Browns. Yeah.
Is that a big pickup for them? Probably not. He had no stats last year.
Jadeveon Clowney has been on a steady decline since he left Houston. Because since he went, what teams has he been there? What teams has he been to since? Yeah.
And now, was he on Seattle for a little bit?
Maybe.
Yeah, he was on Seattle, then Tennessee, now the Browns.
But still, he's been he's not that. I wouldn't put too much stock in him moving forward. He should be a presence on the D line, but he's not going to be racking in sacks because you got Myles Garrett, to your left or wherever he's. I don't know where he's.
Jadeveon Clowney reminds me a lot of another number 1 overall pick, Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, okay.
Because
good comparison.
They're they're terribly inefficient.
They're mildly
good.
Athletic.
No, they're extremely athletic. They're extremely athletic, They're like not very efficient.
Mildly skilled,
honestly.
In the pro level. Obviously, Andrew
yeah,
Wiggins can dunk on me.
Obviously,
but,
I can go 1-on-1 and block Jadeveon Clowney, but not many people can. That's the thing. And speaking of basketball, injuries have been killing the league this year.
Yes.
Time to invite in our special guest, senior at Dodger South High School, former baseball player Joseph James McBrien.
What's going on, guys? Glad to be here talking some basketball.
All right, Joey, how bad does the Jamal Murray injury put the Nuggets back?
I don't know. It really sucks because, I mean, you saw how he played in the bubble. He's been playing pretty good since then, too.
Yeah.
Nuggets are a good top contender in the West. I mean, it's arguable. I mean, it's hard with the West now. They got like 4 teams that could potentially win the championship. Five, right?
Yeah,
what is it? Nuggets, Suns, Lakers,
Jazz.
Clippers, Jazz.
Yeah.
Which are like...
And, I mean, you could throw the Blazers' name in there if you want to.
Blazers will compete.
True. I mean,
they'll
always
compete with
happen
anybody.
in the
They'll
playoffs.
compete with anybody. Yeah.
That is
Because,
fact.
and then you get to see cool things happen from Damian Lillard. Like, they shouldn't be
The
shots.
game winner.
Dude.
The game winner.
No,
I think I watched that live.
Yeah.
Craziest thing I've ever
Can
seen.
Jokic step up though in Murray's
he
absence?
does.
I think this helps him,
Murray's
and this
absence.
helps his MVP.
I think
Will it be the
fine,
Michael
though.
Porter Jr. show?
Michael Porter Jr. dropped 25 and
so.
10 yesterday.
Yeah.
I think
wow.
they should be fine though, because I mean, like those West teams are basically just trying to get to the playoffs. I mean,
Right.
the Lakers like a 4 seed right
The
now,
Lakers are a 5 seed.
5 seed, but they could be the 1 if they really.
They could
want.
drop
Keep
to 7.
dropping, Yeah, they could keep
That's
dropping.
true,
could.
but regardless of what seed they are, I think they're still making the Western Conference Finals if their whole team's healthy.
Right.
But that's such a big what if,
That's
especially
true,
with
and
like Anthony Davis' track record.
Yeah,
And
it's
obviously
all-
they're
yeah.
not like if you see them like when they're watching games on the bench, obviously they can walk around and they can do all that. Like I'm sure Anthony Davis could put on the jersey and play a game, but
He could
it's just
play
the
20
risk
minutes,
of
yeah.
the risk of the re-injury and just
That's
not.
the same thing
So
with the
I
Nets.
think that Frank Vogel and the Lakers front office or whatever is just waiting until they need to actually play them, which is the playoffs. Because and then what if the Lakers are going to show up as like a 6 or 7 seed?
They show up as a
and
7
they'll-
seed.
and they'll be like the favorite going up against a 3 seed.
Dude, they go in as a 7 seed. Everything stays the same. The Suns are out in the first round. Like that's just what's gonna happen.
Hey, I don't know. I mean,
Dude,
I feel
Chris
like
Paul's dirty though.
those injuries are going to help out those top teams like the Jazz and the Suns that haven't really seen those playoff experience.
Right, yeah,
I mean, Devin
exactly.
Booker, this is his first year going to be in the playoffs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who knows how he's going to play? I mean, hopefully
exactly.
good, but
Yeah, it's a good
with
point.
with LeBron out there, I don't think the Suns stand a chance
Right.
against even the Clippers.
Hey,
in
Michael
my
Bridges
opinion.
got clamps though.
I mean, true, and I could even put the Jazz in the same conversation as the Suns with like
Right.
they're a good regular season team right now.
Yeah.
But you haven't seen enough of them. I mean, the Jazz have not been. They
haven't-
don't have
they
a
haven't
good
made out
track
the
If
record.
first
the
round in the last
Jazz
few
if the
years.
Jazz hit the 3 ball, they're in the finals. I mean, they're
honestly-
knocking down like 17 threes a game.
Teams' defense
or at
has
least the
switched.
Western Conference.
Teams'
finals,
defense
yeah.
have switched so much when it comes to playoffs.
That is true. You
Yeah.
do have that full focus on a team for a whole 7-game series.
Yeah.
All right, I
Yeah.
really want to talk about this because it's important to me. Steph Curry wants to make the playoffs. He dropped 50-something the other night, and then he dropped 42 last night.
He's just helping his Hall
Dude,
of Fame stock,
he's
which is already a first balloter. So it's
He just wants to make the playoffs.
Putting the team on the back.
What seed are they? What seed?
They're the 10 seed.
So that's
So they have
same
a-
as the Bulls.
They
in
have
the
a
East.
play-in spot right now.
Yeah.
They do have a play-in
But
spot
But then
now.
aren't you?
In all honesty, that's all the Warriors need.
How
right
does
now.
that work? Because it's not just like 7 plays
7
10, 8, 9.
yes, it
Isn't
is.
it like double?
7 no,
but isn't
7
there like double
7
elimination or something? Like,
Who
I don't think
knows,
so. I
dude?
think it's 7, 8, 9, 10.
no, I heard it was. I thought it was like whack. Like I thought it was something weird.
I don't know why they're doing it. Mark Cuban hates it, and anything Mark Cuban says should go in the NBA at this
I-
point.
I-
Did you guys see
heard-
Doncic last night?
Yeah, dude,
I
how
was
did he
watching. I was
make
watching that game. I was watching that game,
That's
and I
crazy.
had the Grizzlies +2, so that still hit anyway. So, but I was really hoping that I would just get the Grizzlies win straight up. But I had to play the spread. But it still hit.
Dude,
So
it was so...
Smart bet.
yeah.
I'm surprised that he made that.
I mean, he let it go. I mean, foot like inches behind the line, letting it go literally at .1.
Luka, man.
Guy's insane.
Luka's
yeah.
insane.
Guy's insane. Were they on the road too? Because then right after he hit it, he was like putting his hands up and he was going like, yeah.
You know, dude, like,
Oban comes, picks him up.
Lion
And none of his
King-
teammates, all of his
King.
teammates were like, that was like a 2. Yo.
was
We didn't
cool.
win it. and then he's just like, I won it.
I called game. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say else besides
Oh,
Luka's
LaMelo?
great.
LaMelo?
LaMelo's hurt. It kind of sucks. Anthony Edwards Rookie of the Year. It's not undisputed at this
Is
point.
that the dunk of the year?
Dunk of the Year.
Miles
Anthony.
Bridges?
Oh,
Miles Bridges.
Or
The
Anthony
cra-
Edwards? Like those are close.
That is honestly the craziest modern day NBA poster I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
facts.
besides the Vince Carter USA one, there's not.
that
much
wasn't even a poster. He cleared
he
him.
did jump over him.
That's a step above.
Yeah. It just sucks that the there's dunks in game better than the dunk contest.
I know. I really wish that dunk contest was a little.
Actually,
better.
you know something I wanted to bring up. I was talking about this with my mom and my dad because I was watching the women's national championship with my mom, and then I watched like the men's
fun.
with my dad. It's not like I'm trying to watch.
I just want to
gender.
I just want to add it in.
Just how it worked out.
Big up Jalen Suggs for knocking that shot down in the final four.
Oh my god!
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I was there live.
But they got. I mean, they were so gassed that you cannot come back after hitting a. I still thought they were gonna win that game, but
all right, back to your topics.
Yeah. So I wasn't watching it, but I saw it on like Bleacher Report or someone posted on Insta where the TNT crew with like Candace Parker, Shaq, and Dwayne Wade, and Shaq brought up that they should lower the rims in women's basketball, and then Candace Parker immediately just shuts him down. She's like, no. But if you think about it, the women's ball is smaller, like the 3-point line is closer. Like, I mean,
if you want a more exciting brand of basketball, then yes, and that's like
exactly. I agree.
I hate to take shots like this and point out this fact, but the pay gap in the WNBA to the NBA is so steep because they don't draw in enough revenue to like pay people the adequate amount that they deserve because they're all-world basketball players.
And if women are dunking, people are watching.
It's not even like they're not skilled enough to
no,
play on that rim. I mean, they literally have a professional.
They would dog me one-on-one.
I mean, it's like in volleyball, the nets are lower. I mean, women physically can't get how men get.
Yeah,
LeBron
exactly.
is 6'8", 250 pounds. 6'9", 250 pounds.
And he's a forward. He's not even like a center.
Yeah.
He's just like he can play. He can bring the ball up if he wants to.
Men the point guards, even like the smallest point guards in the
6'3",
league.
6'4", it's like a forward.
Exactly. It could be a center in the WNBA.
And the center WA, you're like 6'6".
I don't know why.
Besides
they
Brittany
haven't done
Griner.
that before.
And then she was like, she just shut him down immediately. Like, no.
Doing a windmill? That'd be so cool to see.
And Candace Parker knows, like, she's the only woman that like can dunk. That like in her like WNBA.
Yeah. And you
Brittany
see all
Griner.
the backlash
I was
the
using
WNBA gets too. I mean, that could definitely take.
It's
away
undeserved
from
backlash too.
It really is.
Because like
it's not demeaning. Like
they're playing a professional sport, and I think Shaq was just trying to point out more ways to make it profitable.
Right, and she was just like, just shut.
Yeah, most people don't understand that a WNBA player against an average Y-ball hooper it's not going to be a fun game. They're going to beat you like 21-0.
Right,
because they're a professional athlete.
But compared to a LeBron, even compared to like a Kyle Kuzma.
Remember the USA clip? It was
Brittany Griner and DeMarcus Cousins. The coach said he put his house.
The women's coach said he bet his house on DeMarcus Cousins.
And that's not. I don't think that's a shot at Brittany Griner at all or WNBA at all. No. It's just the fact that men are
DeMarcus Cousins is 6'11".
Yeah, DeMarcus Cousins is 6'11". It's height and weight.
And like it's not even to bash women. It's just like science.
Yeah, if men are
it's like
taller
biology.
Than the door frame you walk under, like
can't do anything
genetic.
About it.
Yeah, genetics.
That's all the time we have.
Episode 8.
Thanks for having me,
guys.
guys.
Yeah, Joey, special guest. Thanks for coming on to the show today. Episode 8.
Great to be here.
That's a wrap. Episode 9, probably sometime next week. We're going to have a good amount of episodes coming through for the next couple weeks.
Draft talk will be coming soon.
Yes,
if you guys want any topics for us to talk about, leave them in the comments.
Leave them in the comments on
Go ahead.
Mary Long. We'll cut this out. Fuck
yeah.